Hello everybody, this is Yorkshireman Mark and it's nice to be back. Well, I thought I'd I know it's a bit late in the day, I know it's 5 past 5, it's the 1st of August 2019 and yes, it's where I'm from, it's Yorkshire Day. Not West Yorkshire Day, but Yorkshire Day. So it's fitting that I should do this. So it's going to be a Yorkshire evening, really. I know it's late, but I have been busy. I've been busy all day. This is the only time I've got a chance of free time. I thought I'd come on and talk about. Well, there's a couple of sports what's happening, isn't there? There's the Hungarian Grand Prix. Now, can Lewis Hamilton recover from what happened at German Grand Prix? I think he can. I don't think his place is in danger, unlike Bottas. I mean, I think Lewis really, when you think about it, as he crashed out and it wasn't his fault, we're down to, stupid pit stop and that. And I think, to be honest, he's the only guy I know who can finish a Grand Prix with a couple of points, and all his competitors are crashed out, and except for Vettel. But Bottas, his closest rival, crashed out. John Leclerc, Leclerc, I forgot his name. Leclerc crashed out, didn't he? And Vettel went on, and Verstappen went on. So yeah, it was a mixed finish, wasn't it? Really, in German Grand Prix, but he did get a couple of points. Did Lewis Hamilton? So that keeps him going, and that could be important. But can Lewis get back to business? Well, I hope he can. I hope he's fully fit for it. I hope he's well again, and he's not poorly like he was in the German Grand Prix. I hope the Hungarian. So we don't know, but we'll see what happens in the Hungarian Grand Prix. So that's happening this weekend. Is the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's live on Sky, or you can watch the highlights on Channel 4. And I don't subscribe to what Jeremy Clarkson says. The only thing what I want changing in Formula 1 is the stupid grid penalties. That should be stopped. And I also want them to stop fuel saving in a Grand Prix. It should never be like that. You should never have a race where you're saving fuel. In Formula 1, it was a sprint to finish. And that's what it should be. A sprint to finish. And that's what it should be. So they're the two things what I want changing, real. If you listen to stupid Jeremy Clark, and he's stupid, he's a complete idiot. He's supposed to be, a motoring journalist. He's a complete idiot. And that, you don't want to see dangerous driving. You want to see overtaking in Formula 1, but that's down to pulling it all back and that. Yeah, we like to see overtaking that, but not dangerous driving. You do not want dangerous driving on the racetrack, really, do you? Yeah, I mean. So there you go. So that's happening. So we've got the Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend, and then we've got, and then it's for me because my team's in the Championship. Football starts, and yes, football starts on Sunday for me. Leeds United, Bristol City versus Leeds United. I'm hoping it's going to be a good start for Leeds United, and that I'm predicting a 2-0 win for Leeds. But you heard it here first, so I'm hoping that we do, hit Bristol hard, and that. And I'm absolutely sure it's an away match for Leeds United, and we don't really travel well. But I'm hoping we can turn that tide. It's first opening match. I hope we can do it and beat them. So yeah, it's Bristol City versus Leeds United on Sunday, and that game is at 4:30 in the evening. So yeah, I thought that would be really good. So there you go. So hopefully I'll be coming on here Sunday. I'll be doing Blu-ray Sunday, by the way. Well, I'd rather be coming on here, but Blu-ray, but that football match wouldn't have happened then. I'd rather be coming on here Monday, really celebrating that we've had a first. I'll be saying well done to the opposite team, basically. You've got to give credit where credit's due. But from what I've been looking at, with our friendly matches, we haven't done too bad. Alright, we've lost to Man United 4-0, but that's not bad. But we've won. We've won with Sydney Wanderers, and we've won with Calgary and that. So we haven't done too bad, have we? In off season, yeah, we've drawn and lost a couple of matches, but who cares? We've won a couple as well. I'm hoping that we've got a decent goalkeeper this season, because Leeds United, terrible goalkeeping skills last season. That was terrible. So I'm hoping that we've got a decent goalkeeper this season, and that. But yeah, and also just like to point out that I have been supporting Leeds United for 50 years this year. I was 3 years old when I started to support them in 1969. I am now 53, and 50 years. 50 years ago, I started to support Leeds United. We've had us ups and downs. It's took me, they've broken my heart loads of times, but we've bounced back. And we're bouncing back again, and I'm hoping that we can bounce back in such a way that hopefully in my lifetime that we can see him back in Premiership. You know what I mean? But yeah, you've got to be lucky. You really do. In football, it takes a certain class and luck. Yeah, you've got to win, but also it's a bit of luck as well. You've got to have that Robert Green, haven't you, as well? I mean, it's like I said. I said to an Aston Villa fan not so long ago, I said, you're really lucky to be there. And they, oh no, we got there on skill and we've got to beat Premiership champions. And I thought, well, you're a bit deluded, mate, because your first season you're not going to get anywhere near top. And if you do, that's luck. But you are lucky to be in there. You really are. You're lucky to be in the Premiership. That's where the money is. That's what Scupper does in the first place. Didn't Leeds go bankrupt? Didn't we go skint through fruit chairman and lying and all that? I remember. I mean, I'm not bringing up the fish tank. No, I'm not bringing up that, because that wasn't really, that was a myth. That is a myth, is that. They just run, our chairman overspent. He gambled on a season where we were in Champions League, and he gambled. And the gamble didn't pay off. Now, if we'd have won Champions League, like what I thought we were going to do, if we'd have won it, we wouldn't have been in trouble. But he gambled, and there you go. He gambled with a football team, and he completely lost, and we paid the price, because we went down into Championship, then into League, then into next league, and the next league after that. It took us a while to get out of them leagues, and now we're stuck in Championship. Hopefully we're going to get better and better and better, but we need better players. This is what people don't seem to understand. We need goalkeeping skill, better goalkeeper. We need a better defence system. We definitely need it. We need a striker. I mean, people say, well, you've got one. I says, yeah, but it's not delivering. So we need a couple of decent strikers in the team. Hopefully this year, what team they've got, I've looked at team and I thought, let's hope and pray that they do well. And hope and pray that he can keep this team together for over a long period of time. But you never know what happens, you see. So, so that's it. So Leeds United are playing on Sunday, 4th of August. It's at 4:30 in the evening. Hungarian Grand Prix is on. That is on Sunday, but the highlights is on Sunday at 7 p.m. If you want to watch the highlights of the qualifying, they're on Saturday. And I think they're on at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. So there you go. And let's hope that Lewis Hamilton can bounce back and enjoy the rest of the evening. I know, I'm sad, I'm very sad. But hopefully, I'm going to bring you, a couple of DVDs, what I've watched, and that, and I will be rating them, and that there'll be a DVD what you're not expecting to be rated, but I will rate it, and that. So what else can we talk about? Well, there's not really a lot to talk about, is there? I mean, look, we've got Leeds United versus Sundays, and then we've got Grand Prix, Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend, and I thought, that's pretty good. It's 1st of August. It's only Thursday, it's Friday tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, hopefully the weekend starts tomorrow. Hopefully, that weekend does start tomorrow, and we can propel ourselves further forward. And that, I'll just quickly mention what I've got here. Kevin give me some small binoculars. Now, I've been waiting. I was going to do another video on a pair of binoculars what I've got, but I haven't bothered, and I thought I'll do a video on these. And he gave me them, and that they're not very powerful, but 17x18s and that. And what's the name of it? Design Go. Yeah, Design Go. That's what they're called, Design Go. But they are binoculars, and they do work very well. And what I like about it is, you see that there. You see that there is a diopter. I like that. It's cool. I know that. Yeah, I mean, but Kevin gave me them. I thought, I got a shock when he gave me these. I don't think he would, but he did. I thank him for them. And yeah, now I've got 3 small binoculars to my collection. So looks like I'm gonna start collecting these. But yeah, I thought these were pretty good. And you know what the others look like because you've seen them. But yeah, I mean, quite different. So there you go. So yeah, so my mate Kevin, aka the Silver Surfer, aka, because I think he's on about, I don't know if he'll do it or not, but yeah, aka the Silver Surfer, my mate Kevin, he's done that. So there you go. A bit late that, mate. So there you go. So that's my week. Yeah, we can talk about one more thing as well. Boris Johnson. Now, I think he's preparing to really nap Parliament off. I honestly, you'll know this better than me. Is Boris Johnson really going to go for a no-deal Brexit? I think he is. I think he's gearing up for it. He doesn't seem to be bending on what he said. I mean, he has said to Commission, if you don't change your mind, I'm not changing my mind, blah, 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 blah. Is he going to prorogue Parliament? Or is he just, threatening? Is the EU going to give in? Who knows? 31st of October's coming up shortly. 91 days, isn't it? So here we go. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think, Boris Johnson is setting up for a no-deal Brexit. That's what I honestly think. And the earliest, now we have been told, and I have worked it out mathematically, the earliest he could call an election, if he called one, would be the 31st of October. Well, that will knock things. So don't forget, Boris Johnson is not going for a general election. He's already said that. That's not going to happen. What the Remainers in Parliament, and don't forget, this is what Boris Johnson is up against. He has House of Commons, as we call Parliament, it's the House of Commons basically. When you've got the House of Commons are completely Remainers, and part of Boris Johnson's party is as well. And this is what he's up against. He won't be able to get it all through. This is why I keep banging on about he cannot get Brexit through, which I don't think he can. Well, not without doing things drastically. And I think the drastic thing is he's telling businesses to prepare for a no deal for a no deal Brexit. I think that is going to happen for definite. There'll be no general election. What Labour could do, and i.e. the opposition, Mr. Jeremy Corbyn, the idiot, could do is call for a government, a no confidence in Boris Johnson's government. If he won that, then he could get himself into number 10, which, don't get me wrong, that's what he's after. Don't be flustered by all the talk of Jeremy Corbyn. He is really after being Prime Minister, and that's what he wants. That's his only goal. That is the only reason why he became leader of the Labour Party. Because he wants to be in power. Believe you me, he is power mad. And then we get a dictator on our hands, which we don't want. Nigel Farage has already said that there'll be no hard border between us and Ireland, which there won't be. No, Ireland want to look towards the United Kingdom because we are friends and we are there to be your friends. You're not going to get any help from EU, only from us. It's like the Scottish thing, isn't it? It's like Nicola Sturgeon. She honestly thinks, she wants to stay in Europe, but she wants independence. Well, one thing, if they'd got independence when they voted on it, they wouldn't have been in Europe in any case. They would have left Europe. They would have, because you can't stay in Europe. The United Kingdom can. The whole of the United Kingdom can stay in Europe. But if we leave, the whole of the United Kingdom leaves. And this is what people don't seem to understand. The whole Union leaves. Now, Scotland, up in Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon's got it into her head, if she goes for independence, then she can stay in EU. No, you can't. No, it doesn't work like that. You go for independent, right? You get your vote for independent. Let's say Scotland's independent right now, yeah? You would not be in the European Union. You would have to reapply. And for you to do that, well, you need your own money, which I don't think we give you our British pound. You need at least several embassies around the world, which you haven't got. Only our British embassies, and we won't let you use them. So you'd have to build your own. Things like that, Scotland doesn't have its own embassy. Neither does Wales. Welsh, I don't think. But there you go. But a lot of, Nicola Sturgeon's getting it into her head is she leaves, splits from the United Kingdom and becomes a republic, which it will do, it will become a Republic of Scotland. She thinks that she's staying in EU. No, she'd have to this is what gets me. She would have to reapply to join. You're not automatically joined. You will have to reapply to rejoin, no matter what. So either way, Scotland is leaving. You've got no choice. Either way, it's like us in it. I mean, this is why there's a big argument, and the big argument is coming from the Remainers. I mean, I don't call them Ramones, but Remainers. They're saying our economy will take a nosedive. They're saying, businesses will go under. Germany won't supply us with BMWs anymore. It'll take a big hit with our car factories. Japan won't seem to, and all that is crap. It is a load of rubbish. Germany can't interest it. I've already said, even if we do leave, BMW will still be supplied to us. Might be a little bit more expensive, but we will still be replied. Our economy will take a nosedive, even if we don't leave Brexit. The more you argue, the more the economy is going to get hit, because there's uncertainty. Once you know, one way or another, which way you're going, then it will start to recover. In the short term, yes, the economy will take a nosedive, but in the long term it won't. In the long term it'll just get stronger and stronger. And if we can get decent deals with America without selling out the NHS, if we can get decent deals with other countries like Canada and things like that, and other countries, then fine. But we don't want to be a part of customs union. This is why I argue with people. WTO rules, we don't want. That still binds us to the custom union, does WTO rules. And we don't want that. We want complete break. We want to be completely independent from it. So, no, I'm a Brexiteer, but I don't want WTO rules. I'll tell you now. I want to leave Brexit completely. No deal. And there's a lot of people out there who are the same as me as well. So when you think about it, yeah, this Brexit's going to cost us a lot of money. But over the years, I mean, they're on about this 39 billion. Now it's gone down to 33 billion. But that is to be paid over several years in any case. We still have to pay it. We have a legal bind to pay that. That is setting. If we don't pay it, then we can be, the old, Prime Minister and that can be, they can be prosecuted basically. It'll be classed as fraud if we don't pay. So we must pay that. But I mean, if we suddenly get Brexit and we do become an independent country, well, automatically I would, honestly, just to save us money, I would stop international aid. I wouldn't give any aid. I'd pull out all troops from Syria and around the world. I would start talking to Iran, talking to Korea, and talking to Russia as human beings, not as an enemy, but as equals. And believe it or not, democracy, talking through democracy can help. We don't want to put boots in Iran. We don't want a war with Iran. We don't want a war with Korea, for definite. What we want is to talk. And hopefully, by talking, that we get stronger and stronger friendship. And that's what we really want, really. When you think about Korea, North Korea, we want to be friends with them. We don't want to be enemies at the end of the day. It's like China. They're slowly becoming more open to the idea. So we do talk to them and we do trade with China. So, and they're not bound by EU as well. So we can trade with China because they do. We do get cheap stuff from China in this country in any case. So that's a trade route as well. And that's been going for a long time. It's been going for years. Yeah, where you can get cheap stuff. And, Japan and things like that. But we need to talk. What we conceive as our enemies, we need to talk to them. We need to send in people who's willing to talk and negotiate. And that, I mean? I mean, Iran. Well, if they want nuclear, we can't really stop them. It would be hypocritical of us to say, no, you can't have that. Then Iran goes, well, you've got it. America's got it. Russia's got it. Korea's got it. Japan's got it. France have got it. Why can't we have it? That's the argument. So you become at a stalemate. But what you do say to Iran is, you say, look, okay, we don't want you to have nuclear weapons, but nuclear power station, you can have a nuclear power station. Don't take much to turn that into a nuclear bomb, does it, really? But we need to talk to our what we conceive as our enemy. So Iran, I will talk to Russia, and talk to Korea, which we need to do. We need to get more of an understanding with Korea and that, and talk to them, and hopefully talk them down into saying, well, look, get rid of your nuclear missiles and things like that. This is what we need to do, the United Kingdom. We don't have its own independent nuclear missile system. Before we can fire our system, we have to ask permission from America, which is stupid, really. You know what I mean? So we don't have our own independent, but we do have nuclear missiles in submarines, which I think is a load of crap. When you think about it, they spend more on nuclear weapons than anything else. You know what I mean? People don't get bothered about, oh, well, someone's been murdered. Oh, obviously, the country becomes shocked. But it's like everyday life, if you know what I mean. But you mention about taking nuclear bomb away, and it's like you've hit hell. And people, oh, no, you can't do that. Oh, well, why not? We don't need it. Yeah, but we might. No. No, you don't need it. And don't be too sure that you can't survive a nuclear bomb, because people have, haven't they? When you look at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, people today are still dying with radiation, but they are surviving and thriving. So you can, with the right equipment, we could survive. Well, don't forget, our government doesn't spend anything on defence. It spent nothing trying to defend us from a nuclear war, which it hasn't. This is where you get preppers coming up. And believe you me, preppers, and they do know what they're talking about. I've talked to a couple of, I think there's a couple on YouTube. Preppers UK, that's a good one. They know what they're on about and things like that. But this is going off a bit off piste. So we do need to be open with everybody and talk to everybody. So yeah, if I were in power, I'd stop the international aid and start open talks with Iran, get them hopefully to trust us again, talk to Russia, which we need to do. And people say, oh well, Russia's our enemy. No, they're not. No, they are not. When we went into Croatia and Chechnya, Russia were fighting alongside UK forces. Asked, and Tony Blair sorted that one out, and I saw that myself. There might be what you call enemies in the Cold War. Cold War is known now. They were our allies in World War II with Russia, and they should be again. And they should be our allies right now. We should be bestest buddies with them. They're the closest thing what could destroy us. We should be on terms like we are with Americans. We should be best buddies with them. Literally. Yes, we don't agree with half the stuff what they've done, but we shouldn't interfere with their culture. They're not interfering with us. We shouldn't interfere with theirs. And you know what I mean? And things like that. And if Russia are killing off the old school spies, which we know they are, but if that's what they're doing, let them get on with it. But if it interferes with us, then that's where we intervene. And that's what we've done. We've intervened because they have, they've killed a couple of old Russian people, haven't they? And that, and obviously, innocent people have been affected by that, and that should be stopped. And that's where we should be talking to Russia. And Russia were accused of messing with elections in America, which is now being found out that they didn't. So really. You know what I mean? Have Russia got secret computer nerds? Well, I think they would have done. They have a lot. They had a lot more weapons than us back in the past, didn't they? So but that's what I'd do if I were Prime Minister. Open up negotiations with all parties, even with the Remainers in the House of Commons. So I'll leave it there for now. Happy Yorkshire Day. Have a good evening, and hopefully we'll all dance on the 31st of October that we've left Europe, which I don't think is going to happen. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.